Fox 5 News at 6 starts right now.
Police arrest an East Point City Council candidate on child cruelty charges. What we've learned about the investigation.
Plus hand, foot, and mouth cases going around among children. Experts break down what parents need to know. But first, an Atlanta family says the Fulton County legal system failed them after their daughter was beaten so severely they can't recognize her in a hospital bed at Grady. Good evening. Thanks for joining us for Fox 5 News at 6. I'm Tom Haynes in for Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. The family contends the Fulton Sheriff's Office is partially responsible for what happened to 20-year-old Tariana Ledbetter inside the Fulton County Jail. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor broke the story about the attack earlier this week.
And Angelique joins us now from Grady Memorial Hospital with the very latest. Angelique?
Good evening to you both. This family says they want to see the Fulton County Jail closed because of the inhumane treatment they say their loved one and other inmates have experienced.
To just shut down the jail and just start all over somewhere else. It shouldn't be a death sentence to come to the Fulton County Jail.
At a Thursday news conference, national civil rights activist John C. Barnett told reporters he came to Atlanta to stand with the family of 20-year-old Tariana Ledbetter. Ledbetter's mother says the 20-year-old is mentally disabled and should have never been in a cell with inmate Shania White. Now she says Tariana is almost lifeless.
She has been strangled. You can say whatever you want, but it does not justify of seeing how I had to go up in there and watch my baby fight for her life on tubes, also in her head. There are marks all over her body. She's unresponsive. I'm left to put the pieces and find out what has really happened to my daughter and why no one even contacted me.
Ms. Buckner alleges the sheriff's office waited days before contacting her. She says she first saw her daughter 6 days after the attack. She blames not only inmate White, but the sheriff's office as well.
They've got somebody that they're charging, but that still does not. It goes all the way down to the staff. It goes down to the people who are in there. Somebody should have seen my daughter under the bed when you roll call or you do anything. How is it that you missed?
Barnett says he plans to contact the GBI, the FBI, and the Justice Department. The jail is already under a consent decree for past deaths and stabbings at the Rice Street facility. Ms. Buckner says Tariana, who attended high school in Conyers, reads on a 6th grade level. Atlanta police booked Ledbetter on armed robbery and other charges, but according to her mother, she never even got a bond hearing, despite being jailed for 6 months.
Nobody fought for my child to even get her a bond and see that she could not even comprehend the fact that you're telling her to plead to something.
Now, we've reached out to Sheriff Labatt to get his reaction to this. His statement is, in part, Sheriff Labatt and the Fulton County Sheriff's Office chaplain spent hours at the hospital with Ledbetter's mother and sister, affording them the opportunity to visit with her on September 30th. He met with them to provide support and information. Ledbetter did not provide any emergency contact information at the time of her intake, so it was not until September 25th that her mother was identified and a contact number was found for her. We have the entire Sheriff's Office statement on our website. Reporting live from Grady Memorial Hospital, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Such concerning details. Angelique, thanks. New at 6, DeKalb County deputies have arrested a woman in connection to a Decatur homicide. 34-year-old Talisha Moore Real is in the DeKalb County Jail without bond on charges of murder and aggravated assault. Authorities say it stems from an incident Monday when investigators say she hit Laquita Baker with a silver SUV. It happened at the Gulf American Inn on Flat Shoals Road. A late-night shooting in South Fulton. Police found a 46-year-old man with a gunshot wound on Old National Highway around 10 last night. Medics rushed him to the hospital in critical condition. This afternoon, police released these 4 photos. You'll see in a moment. They are all persons of interest. Police tell us they are actively looking for these people. Call South Fulton Police if you recognize any of the people on your screen.
A man is behind bars tonight after another man was killed in a stabbing in northwest Atlanta. It happened in a parking lot of an apartment complex on Joseph E. Boone Boulevard. Police say that the shooting happened and they found a man who did not survive his injuries. Police have arrested and charged Larry Gage with murder and aggravated assault. Investigators say Gage has previously been arrested out of Los Angeles on armed robbery charges. DeKalb County police search 3 houses, arrest 2 people, and confiscate drugs, guns, and cash. Police searched homes on Mountain Industrial Boulevard, Chartley Trail, and Stony Creek. Inside, investigators say they found ecstasy, cocaine, fentanyl, meth, marijuana, 2 rifles, 3 handguns, and thousands of dollars in cash. The cab officers arrested Alexis Terrell and Matthew Diggs.
New at 6, 2 New Yorkers are accused of stealing $70,000 from a Habersham County man. Investigators have charged John Jun Zhang and Ying Chen. Monday, a judge denied bond for the 2 men. Deputies say Zhang and Chen stole $40,000 from a local resident, then returned to steal another $30,000. They allegedly scammed the victim by using a PayPal fraud scam. In Peachtree City, police made 2 arrests in connection to a liquor store burglary. Officers charged Aquarius Woodruff and Anthony Scott with burglary, criminal damage to property, and possession of tools of a crime. Authorities say PTC World of Beverage on Crosstown Drive was broken into Sunday. Officers found a large piece of concrete had been used to break the glass door. The thieves took at least $5,000 worth of liquor.
Atlanta police arrest a man overnight accused of vandalizing a bank. Officers got called to the Wells Fargo Bank on Ponce de Leon Avenue. Police say they saw Darren Sims throwing bricks through the window. Investigators say he appeared to be the suspect involved in multiple vandalisms to businesses within the area. In a little more than a month, residents of East Point will go to the polls to vote for their elected leaders, but we've learned police have arrested one of the candidates on charges she abused her foster kids. Fox 5's Tyler Finger live in East Point with what we're learning tonight. Tyler?
Yeah, Tom, good evening to you. Marie Terry wants to be an East Point City Council member, but just a month before Election Day, she is now facing some serious allegations, accused of abusing her foster kids. Marie Terry's East Point City Council campaign signs say a fighter for the people, but she now faces a different fight to clear her name after being charged with 3 counts of child cruelty.
I can't believe what they're saying that she's accused of doing.
Frankie Swain says she's known Terry for decades and was shocked to hear about her arrest this week.
She's always feeding, delivering food, cleaning the neighborhood. She has been an upstanding person that I know of for over 30 years.
According to Terry's arrest warrant, she has been a foster parent to 3 kids between the ages of 13 and 17 years old for more than a decade. The warrant says when the teens, quote, needed to be disciplined, they were struck with a skillet, wooden grill scraper, and plastic bat all over their body, end quote. The document then says Terry forced them to eat cat poop, and she, quote, made threats to harm the kids if they did not eat cat feces, end quote. The warrant also says Terry forced the kids to sleep on the floor of the basement without bedding and would lock them in a closet without light. Swain says the children always seemed happy.
The only way I'll believe that, Marie had to snap or been under some pressure.
Fox 5 tried to get Terry's side of the story Thursday since she bonded out of jail, but when we went to her home, there was no answer. Swain told us she would say this to candidate Terry if she could.
You know you do anything for me, and I'll do anything to stand up for the character of you that I know.
I've been in contact with Terry's legal team, and they tell me that they are working on a statement, but so far we have not gotten that statement. As soon as we get it, we'll put it on our website, fox5atlanta.com, and of course our free Fox Local app. We are live in East Point tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Those are very disturbing accusations. Tyler, thanks. All right, let's get you outside the Sandy Springs and show you a live look at how the King and Queen buildings are shining on this beautiful evening. We've just experienced another great day. It's been a string of them, but today I think things really came together nicely.
It doesn't get much nicer than this. Chief Meteorologist David Chanley in the Fox 5 Storm Center tracking the spectacular fall weather. David?
We got that dry air in place, and temperatures today, even with the sunshine, stayed in the 70s in most areas, and that's kind of where we are right now in the dinner time hour. We nudged 79 for our official high. We're down to 77 now, still 80 in Rome. Even hit the low 70s up in the mountains of North Georgia. Clear sky over much of our state. You got to go a long way to find any precipitation. And you look around the eastern half of the U.S., things are very, very quiet. And the Hurricane Imelda is long gone, moving into the North Atlantic. So what's going to happen tonight is pretty decent. Yeah, with a clear sky, we'll find temperatures tumbling. We're going to be down through the 60s as the night goes on, and that'll start right after sunset there at 7:20, and we'll continue to fall until we get to tomorrow morning, and boom, there we go. How about some mid-50s in a lot of spots across the region? See our average lows at 60, even some 40s. In the mountains. Refreshing start to your Friday. And then Friday afternoon, we're right there back into the upper 70s to near 80. Grand and glorious day. Now we're going to continue that on into the weekend. And as we look down the road, we find temperatures just kind of meandering a little bit back up into those 80s. That trade-off, when we get back into those low 80s, a little more moisture in the air. So our rain chance nil until we get to the back half of the weekend. And then we kind of pop it up there for your Monday and Tuesday. Something we haven't seen quite enough of, really. We're behind in rainfall, and we got some chances in here. As we go on through tonight and tomorrow, you've noticed the breeze is out there, and it's going to stay with us right on into your Friday. We'll talk about your weekend weather and that rain rolling in. It's coming your way at the bottom of the hour.
All right. David, thanks. An urgent message from Animal Services in Fulton and DeKalb counties. They say dozens of dogs are in danger of being euthanized if they can't find homes before 8 o'clock tonight. They say the shelters are over capacity and they need to find homes for more than 60 dogs. They've waived all adoption fees and are offering resources to support those who adopt.
I say look into the available free resources. We offer vaccines. There's a monthly food drive. We can help you out with anything that you need, really, be it a bed or toys, access to like a cheap medical appointment, whatever you need. Look into what you can get before you have to give up your kid.
If you would like to foster or adopt, visit the shelters on Fulton Industrial Boulevard and Chamblee Dunwoody Road.